Hi there, everybody. How's it going? It's Rhoda. Thank you so much for being here. Today, we're going to be really kind of drilling down and focusing on one exercise and trying to go as deep as we can into this one tantric exercise. Before we start the exercise, I'm just going to be leading you through a couple of breaths. So just doing a little bit of pranayama to get the body nice and warm, to get the prana flowing a little bit. And then after that, we're going to be directly working and engaging with the chakras. I do want to say that before we do this, I just wanted to very quickly go through the chakra points in the body, so I don't have to waste too much time while we're in the exercise to do that. I wanted to do this too because a lot of the times when we focus on chakras, like for example, the heart chakra, we tend to go right into the heart, like right here at the heart space. But in actuality, the chakras are located along the back of the body, along the spine. And so we're going to start just going very quickly through them from the bottom. So the root chakra, the first one, for the men, it's in the perineum between the anus and the genitals. For women, that's between the cervix. And then when we go up, that's the sacral chakra. And that, I often say, is a couple inches below the navel. But again, it's going to be in back. So whatever is parallel to that. So right around the base of the spine. And then when we go up to the third chakra, that is going to be at the solar plexus. So that's, again, going to be parallel to where the solar plexus is at the spine. When we go up to the heart, again, that's going to be at the spine, parallel to the heart. And when we go to the throat chakra, the fifth chakra, that's also going to be right at the spine, at the throat. When we go up to the sixth, here's another one, the third eye. A lot of times when we focus on the third eye, we're focused right between the brows here. But it's actually back in the midbrain. So it's like about a few inches back from this point. So I just want you to be mindful of that when you move up to the third eye. And then the crown at the top of the head. That's a simple one. So I'll just give you a little reminder too as we're doing it. So go ahead and sit up nice and straight. Make sure the spine is straight. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed. You can inhale, roll the shoulders up and back. And you can go ahead and allow the eyes to slowly close. You can put your hands in the Gyan Mudra, just like this, in your lap. And just start breathing nice and easy through the nose. And here now we're just practicing simple breath awareness. Okay, so not really forcing that breath or directing that breath in any way. Just simply being aware of that breath as it moves in and out of the body. And the more and more aware of your breath that you can get, the more you'll notice that that breath starts to deepen and the body starts to relax even more. I'm just using every exhale here now as an opportunity to feel that relaxation, to settle into that relaxation, just allowing the body to soften. And on our next inhale, we're going to take a nice deep inhale through the nose, very slow and long. And then when we exhale, we're going to push that breath sharply through the nose. So inhale. And exhale sharp. So as you inhale, you're really gathering that energy, right? You're pulling that energy, gathering it, directing it. And then exhale, just moving it out the body, okay? We're going to just pick up the pace a little bit here. So just go about medium speed. And this is a really cleansing breath here. So just really giving yourself that opportunity to just fully release, fully surrender to that exhale as you push that breath out. And if it's too fast, even at that medium speed, if it's too fast for you, it's okay to just slow it down if you want to take a steady pace with this. Oh, and yes, somebody's actually in the chat noting that it's like the breath of fire. Yes, this is a cleansing breath, a Kapalbhati breath, and it is a breath of fire. So it's a slower version of that breath of fire. And if you meditate with me a little more in the coming weeks, we'll pick it up. Right now, we're just kind of building on that foundation. Okay, so we'll pick up that breath so it's nice and fast in other sessions. And go ahead and close your eyes again if they're not closed already. And just feel the energy that's been stirred up and created in the body right now. Just allowing all of the muscles in the body to relax. If you feel any tension in the body at all, just being very mindful of that. Maybe even sending a breath, like directing a breath toward that point of tension in the body and just allowing that exhale to ease through that tension, to untangle any knots that might be in the body. And now focusing on the earth beneath you. And I want you to just, as you focus on the earth, really focusing on the stability, the power that the earth holds. You know, it's not very often that we get an opportunity to just really feel and reflect upon the ways in which the earth nurtures us and stabilizes us and holds us in place. So right now, just taking that opportunity to feel that energy that Mother Earth provides and to really honor that energy. And feel the way in which your body connects to that energy. Feel the way in which your body is more stable, is rooted into that Mother Earth. And feeling all of yourself relax, just knowing that you always have this foundation available for you, that you always have this connection, this support, this nurturing from Mother Earth. And on your next inhale, you're going to imagine that you're pulling that energy, you're taking that energy up from the earth, you're moving it up into your root chakra. That's the inhale. And then as you exhale, you're circulating that energy back down into Mother Earth, feeling that energy plug deep down into the earth, all the way down as far as your exhale can go. At the end of your exhale, very slowly taking your time, transitioning over back to the inhale, slowly and deeply with great intention, pulling that power, pulling that energy up from Mother Earth, drinking it up all the way back into your root chakra, all the way to the top of that breath, to the top of that inhale. And then again, circulating that breath back down into the earth. So it's really, we're creating this circle. Don't break that circle. Just keep circulating. Inhale, pulling it up. Exhale, back down. And on your next inhale, you're going to do the same thing, inhaling deep into the earth, pulling that energy deep from the earth, this time pulling it up past the root and into the second chakra, the sacral chakra. So right down toward the base of the spine, pulling that energy in toward the bottom of the spine. And then again, circulating that energy back down deep into the earth on the exhale. And just continuing this loop, this circle of energy. Inhale, you're pulling that energy from deep into the earth, all the way into your second chakra, all the way to the top, letting these breaths be nice and long, intentional, slow. And then exhale, again, you're moving that energy down back into the earth. And just really surrendering to that rootedness, to that connection and that power that the earth provides. And on your next exhale, as you're exhaling from the second chakra, this time I want you to exhale that energy down into your root chakra, okay? So down into the root, and then when you inhale, you're inhaling now from root up into sacral chakra, into that second chakra. And again, you're really feeling this along the back of the body, along the spine, as you move from root up into that sacral chakra. Staying really focused here, keeping your attention, keeping your energy on this movement through first and second chakra. And when you're ready, on your next inhale, you're going to take that energy from the root and you're going to move it up into the solar plexus. Okay, so that's the inhale, moving it past that second chakra into the third, into the solar plexus. Again, doing this along the spine where that's parallel to the solar plexus. And then when you exhale, you're pushing that energy from third all the way back down to the first. Just again, keeping that unbroken circle flowing between first and third. And as you do this, I want you to focus just even a little more deeply now. As you move that energy up from first chakra, I want you to feel it passing through the second chakra, through the sacral. Just feel it touching that chakra on its way up to the third, just noticing that energy, not taking that for granted as it moves into the solar plexus, okay? And then when you circulate it back down, just allowing that energy to drop back down into the first. And I also want to mention that as you do this, since we're creating a circle here, we're not actually on that exhale, we're not actually going back down the spine, we're not going back that way. So that circle is moving up the back of the body on that inhale, but then as we're exhaling it, it's exhaling along the front of the body. Okay, just want to make that clear. So that circle is being created as we're doing this. On your next inhale, I want you to pull that energy, real intentional, okay? Pull that energy from the root chakra all the way up, feeling it passing the second chakra, feeling it passing through the spine here, through the solar plexus, and then going up the spine parallel to where that heart is, to where that heart energy is, moving that energy up there. And then when you exhale, just allowing that energy to come back down in a circle down the front of the body from heart to root. And as you do this, see if you can add a little bit of the ujjayi breathing to this. So that's inhaling. So as you're inhaling, you're moving that breath almost like through a constricted circle, kind of like a closed point in the throat. So you're just kind of constricting the throat, inhaling. So it should be a nice noisy breath through the throat. And then as you exhale, same way, you're just pushing that breath out, ujjayi breathing out. If you don't want to do that, that's perfectly okay too. Just do what feels good for your body right now. I like to bring ujjayi breathing as we move, as we're getting higher up the chakras, as we're engaging with that deeper, more high vibrating energy up the body. Just bringing that ujjayi breath in for me just helps me really to focus on moving that energy up and down. After you do your next inhale, pulling that inhale up from the root all the way up the spine, feeling that energy touch the second chakra, the third chakra, and then finally into the heart. I want you at the top of that inhale to just hold that energy here. Just hold it and focus and settle in on the heart chakra. Just really feeling that space right now. Just allowing yourself to really lock that energy into this area as you focus on the heart. Then when you're ready, very slowly, again, moving into exhale, ujjayi breathing if you can, exhaling through the throat, pushing that energy from heart back into root. And doing it just like this a couple more times. Again, holding at the top. And now on your next inhale, I want you to imagine that you're pulling energy from the root chakra, moving that energy up the spine, passing through that second chakra, that third, passing through the heart, along the spine, and moving up into the throat chakra. And going along the spine here, at the back of the neck, focusing on that area as you guide that energy back up. And then pushing that energy down the front of the body all the way back to the root. Again, as you do this, you can use that ujjayi breath, moving that energy up the body and then back down. And now, if you're not doing this already, at the end of that inhale, when you move that energy all the way up from root into the throat, just holding the breath and just holding it here, just for a few moments, just feeling that energy as you focus on that throat, on that energy that you're holding there in the throat. Just allowing the body to soften and relax as you focus, as you hold the breath. And then when you're ready, just very nice and easy, effortlessly exhaling that energy back down the front of the body from the throat all the way back down into the root. And just continuing this. And now on your next inhale, you're going to imagine that you're pulling that energy, inhaling that energy from the root, feeling it as it moves through all your chakras, your sacral chakra, solar plexus, heart, all along the spine, up the throat. And then now it's going to cross into the third eye. So as it moves up from the throat, it's going to kind of cross toward the front of your body. Again, you don't want to go all the way up to the forehead. You want to stay back a little bit into midbrain, a few inches back from that center point in the forehead. And so when you get up there, all right, I want you to hold that breath at the top. Doing a little chin lock, just dropping the chin down a little bit as you hold and as you focus on that third eye point. And then when you're ready to exhale again, nice and smooth, just kind of lifting the chin up a little bit and allowing yourself to exhale that energy from the third eye down the front of the body, down back into the root. Okay? So again, that's inhale, pulling energy from root all along the spine. Being very mindful here, feeling that energy touching each chakra point along the spine as it passes up and through. Guiding that energy all the way up into the third eye. At the top of that inhale, tucking the chin down just very slightly here. Holding that energy at the third eye for as long as is comfortable. And then when you're ready, slowly bringing the chin back up. On that exhale, just allowing yourself to nicely drop that energy back down from third eye all the way down into root. And just continue this. And if you ever get distracted, if the mind ever wanders, just coming gently back, just nudging yourself back into the moment, back to the breath, back to guiding that energy up and down the body, just being fully and completely present. And now, finally, on your next inhale, you're going to imagine that you're pulling that energy from the root, guiding it all along the spine, all along those chakra points in the body, bringing it all the way up. When it gets to the throat, feeling it cross a little bit into that third eye midbrain section. And then from there, allowing that energy to move up to the crown of the head, to the top of the head. Once you get here, holding that breath, just feeling all of that energy, all of that aliveness as you hold the breath at the top of the head. When you're ready, just very gently, again, nice and easy, releasing that breath, allowing that breath, that energy on that exhale to drop from crown all the way down the front of the body and back into the root chakra. Again, using Ujjayi breath here if you want to, and that's making that little hole in the throat, constricting the throat, and having that noisy kind of breath, pulling that inhale all the way from root, feeling that inhale, feeling that energy touching all the chakra points along the spine as it moves all the way up and then past the third eye through the midbrain, finally up into that crown chakra. Holding that breath here as you really take this opportunity to feel the fullness of that energy throughout your body as you hold the breath here at the crown. And then when you're ready, exhaling just very gently, nice and easy out, moving that energy from crown back into that root chakra. And just keep this going just a little longer. And now very softly, very easily, just allowing yourself to let go of the practice and just breathe normally here, keeping the eyes closed. Now just taking the opportunity in this moment to feel the body, right? To feel all of that energy, to feel all of that vibrancy that you've been working with, that you've been stirring up. Just noticing it and just being with it, just being present to the sensations and the feelings, the warmth, the vibration, whatever it may be. And now wherever you are, just taking both your hands, just placing them on the ground if you can. And just giving a nice moment here of gratitude and thank you for Mother Earth, for that nurturing, supportive energy, for that foundation, for that stability. Taking a moment to feel that gratitude, feeling that gratitude from your heart, moving from your heart down your arms, down your palms, down into the earth. And just noticing how good that feels. And then taking the palms together at the heart now. Nice deep inhale through the nose. And then just exhale with sound. One more, just like that. Deep inhale. And then exhaling with sound. Namaste. Thank you so very much for being present here with me and for engaging in that practice with me. I hope you really enjoyed it. I hope that you felt that energy and that connection to yourself, that alignment, in a deeper way. And just trusting, right? Just knowing that that connection is always there, even though sometimes might not feel like it, as sometimes, things can get so crazy and chaotic on the outside. But just remembering, what you have, that inner life, that energy you have, that foundation you have, not only within you, but within that connection to the earth. So thank you. Thank you again for being here. I will be back next week. I'll do another live stream. So if you can join me then, it's going to be again at 10:30 a.m. PST. I know not everyone can be here at this time. I know it's not convenient for everybody, but the video is always here and available for everyone afterward, which I know many people watch afterward. So if you can't make it, it'll be here. And thank you again so much. Have a beautiful rest of your day wherever you are. And I will see you next time. Many blessings to you.